together and let us build a nation together. So much of things that we need to see about. Surely I do have to spell them out. Cause you know as well as I do, the only way is put in more effort and less play. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production.
Welcome to this segment in the Dynamic Hour, where we can converse, where we can talk, where we can have a dialogue. I want to encourage those on Facebook and YouTube, please share the live. Sharing is caring. My voice is somewhat under the weather, but we have to continue that journey. Last night, I was unable to do the program because of that very fact. But the journey must continue. I want to start off this morning by saying congratulations to all the schools who are participating in Intercol 2024. And may the best school win for the girls and in the boys category. It is very healthy rivalry for what I have seen. Very healthy rivalry among the schools, among the athletes. And I want to wish you all the best today. I want to encourage parents, well-wishers, supporters of, the different athletes and schools and so on, friends, to go out at the National Stadium today and support your school, support your friend, and particularly the students, the young people. Do not walk with any weapon. Do not fight. Do not cause any conflict. Walk away from any conflict, right? If you see something, you can inform the police. You can inform the teacher so that it will be a very peaceful Intercol, the final day of Intercol 2024. So I want to urge you, go there. Support your school. Support your friends. But please, be peaceful. Be respectful to your teachers, to your peers, to the police officers who will be there trying to keep the peace. So today will be a wonderful day. And it will be very competitive in both categories. So go there and support the athletes. I want to move on. Folks, do not expect the opposition forces in Grenada to one morning wake up and start applauding the government for anything, any good thing. Do not expect that to happen. Remember, the NNP was in power and they thought they were indispensable, they were unbeatable, they were untouchable. And this young group of men and women, some of them never been involved in politics, They call them parachuters. They call them inexperienced. They said they never worked anywhere in their lives, and so on and so forth. They came and they beat the NNP. They defeated men and women who were in politics for 20 years, 40 years, 30 something years. They were defeated. And remember, with defeat comes economic woes for them. Because remember, they were collecting a hefty salary. They had the pucks and all the allowances, and their families were living a certain, standard of life. They have access. They had access to nearly everything. They were rolling with diplomatic passports, and, they had people cooking for them, security left, right, and center. I mean, they were on top. So all that gone overnight, all that just disappeared. So they're hurting. And even their supporters, from those who were in the community, they had little things doing and eating a food left, right, and center. So they were enjoying it all. They no longer have that. So nothing could go right for them. Nothing. They bitter, they sour, they angry, and that will continue. There are some people who believe that they would wake up one night or one morning or during the day because they will be sleeping at any time. No. Right? And they would just start thanking the government or praising the government or applauding the government for paying pensions and gratuity, for paying the TAMCC workers, for initiating the CES program, where $15.1 million were paid out to small businesses, medium-sized businesses as a grant, or the free hot meal program in the schools, or the free tuition support, or the WASH program, the JUMP program, the injection of a lot of money in healthcare, in agriculture, in education, and so on, right? The amnesty, the tax amnesty for 1 year. In other words, they will not come forward and applaud the government. They're looking for just something to critique, to criticize. And you can never do anything wrong or right when it comes to NNP for them. NNP can't do anything wrong or anything right. In fact, if they do anything right, they would commend them, applaud them. If they do it wrong, they would remain silent. That's how the NNP operates, right? So don't expect them to come forward and praise government and applaud government. They would always criticize our beloved Prime Minister. They would always attack government. So don't expect them to change course. No, that will never happen. So they wanted to level the blame on our beloved Prime Minister for what took place with the prisoners escaping. That did not stick, because Grenadians know that if you are given a job and you take an oath to do that job as a police officer, and prisoners are in your custody, you have to make sure that they are safe and that they don't escape. That's kind of common sense across the world, right? Or around the world. So if the prisoners escape in your custody, you have to give account, right? Simple like that. But they wanted to say, well, the Minister of National Security is responsible. But Grenadians are not buying that because Grenadians have sense. They know that if you put a person to watch something, that person is responsible for that thing to make sure that it is safe, not the person who hired that person, or not the person who might be 3 or 4 ranks above that person, or 10 ranks above that person. There must be some responsibility at that level. So you can't tell me that you want to blame our prime minister for that. So Grenadians did not buy that. The police has a structure. They investigated and they charge 4 police officers. Of course, the family members of those police officers will be up in arms. They vex, they angry. They start calling the plead your cause program on WeFM. They pissed. Nothing wrong with that. You're human beings. But any reasonable thinking person would say, 3 prisoners in your custody. You are responsible for making sure that they do not escape. You mess up, they investigate you, and they found that you mess up. They charge you internally. That always happening within the police force, where police officers are charged internally and they are given the opportunity to get a lawyer. They're given the opportunity to put forward a defense if they believe that they are not liable, that they were not in the wrong, then put forward a defense. But no, the same NNP who are calling for X and Y, they now want to criticize the Commissioner of Police, criticize the Minister of National Security. They want to criticize the government for taking steps. So the police high command and the structure, the laws within that governs the police has this board, right, to discipline police officers, and they can be internally charged. So 4 officers were internally charged. And here you have some Grenadians, some family members of the police officers, and the NNP saying, well, you shouldn't charge them. You shouldn't do that, right? Because you see, what they wanted is for the blame to be leveled against the prime minister of this country. Amazingly, under NNP, a lot of things happen with the police. A lot of things. Not once did you hear these same NNP supporters come out and say, well, Keith Mitchell was the Minister of National Security and he should be held accountable or responsible for all the things that were happening with the police. So the police do something, Keith Mitchell should be responsible. Not once you heard them say so. But no, they want now, with all that's happening, for the blame or the responsibility to be leveled against our beloved Prime Minister, who is the Minister of National Security. It's a big laugh. A big laugh. But it's stupid just to think about that. You are a police officer. You have the authority. You have the power. But it comes with responsibility. You are given a job. And that job says if you fail to do it, you can be charged internally and even charged and brought before a court. So here it is. If you believe that you're innocent and you had no hand while you were on duty and you were responsible for making sure that these prisoners were kept in the cell and do not escape, then put forward your defense. Don't try to try this thing in the public because it would not help you. The majority of Grenadians believe that the police mess up. Some officers within there mess up. They mess up. So to come and say, well, the police officers are upset with what happening, you talking rubbish. There is a hierarchy system within the police force. It's not this kind of thing where you're a junior officer. No, you have a hierarchy system. As a result, you will be held to account. It is simple. Simple like that. So, you are in charge at that particular, let's say, that shift. So, you're in charge of that shift. It comes with a level of responsibility. Some of these people are just joking around, and they will be joking around with their job. Yes, as though it's just business as usual. I am saying you don't have to be a genius to say about weight. You have police officers on duty. You have 3 prisoners in your care. You have to make sure that they do not escape. Right? You're a police officer tasked with that responsibility. You telling me that 3 prisoners could just walk out of a police station and you have police officers on duty? Something wrong. And in fact, in the investigation, it was proven that one of the police officers lied about what took place. So, because you see, they're trying to shield themselves and cover up. But you will have your day to answer the charges leveled against you. But it's an internal process. You have a right to your lawyer. You have a right to everything. Right? If you don't like it, you could appeal. You could. At the end of the day, there must be some level of accountability. And there are some people who believe that the police should always be defended. So no matter what they do, prisoners escape under their watch, they should always be defended, and you can't say this and you can't say that about them. Nonsense. Utter rubbish. If you have prisoners in your care, you have a responsibility to make sure that that prisoner does not escape, or prisoners do not escape. It is simple like that. So to go on a radio and cry and scream because it's your family member, I am saying to you, I don't care who it was. It could be my family. I have family members in the police force. I don't care who you were at the time, on duty, who were there. I don't care about that. I am saying you had a responsibility to make sure that the prisoners were safe at all times. And therefore, the prisoners escaped under your watch. You are responsible. And that's universal. That's not just in Grenada. So you were charged internally because there is a structure within the RGPF where an officer can be charged internally. He can be dismissed. In other words, he can be fired. He can be fined. Can be reprimanded and whatever. Suspended for a period of time. All those things could happen. But folks, you're out there trying to try this thing in public, but you're not going to get public sympathy. the whole image of the country got a touch from that particular escape, right? The inactions of or the actions of. It is simple like that. Or you like to defend too much a thing. You know, you jump in here and jump in there, you're defending too much of stuff. At the end of the day, don't tell me that a police officer could do anything and everything and it's all okay. What's wrong with you all? There is a body responsible for disciplining the police officers. If it was a situation where it's a uniform officer, then the Public Service Commission will do that work. So if there is any need to discipline an inspector, an ASP, a superintendent of police, then the Public Service Commission will do that. But at the end of the day, when you take up a work, you must know that there are consequences. You understand me? Even a doctor or a lawyer, look, only recently, a particular lawyer was suspended, I think, for 6 months. There are lawyers who are disbarred, removed as lawyers, even if they went and study and they pass the exam, they pass the bar. If they violate certain principles, if they do certain things that are illegal and wrong, they're held to account. It is simple as that. Come on. So what you telling me? Even teachers, even nurses, prison officers, security officers, cashiers, we can go on and on. When you are employed, it comes with certain responsibilities. And if you don't do what you're supposed to do, then you will be held to account. It is simple like that. I don't care if the police officers involved are my friends or neighbors. It is what it is. Even politicians. We can go on and on. Judges, magistrates. So what you telling me? 3 prisoners in my care, right? Or 4 of us. We have a responsibility to make sure that they're safe and do not escape. Let's say one went partying. Let's say the other fall asleep. Let's say the other, decide to do something else. Or the other went to a particular place when they're supposed to be. Because, look, I know how South St. George Police Station is situated, right? Where the cell is and where you have the diarists or the police officers. When you walk into the South St. George Police Station, you must meet 1 or 2 diarists, police officers there. Must. And then you would have 1 or 2 again around the place. And you may have some upstairs. Something went wrong within the police station. You think it's common sense? At that particular time, for 3 prisoners to just escape. I wouldn't go as far as to say that they were drinking, partying, or whatever. I would not go that far. But an investigation was carried out, and they found that these people were in the wrong as officers, and the right approach is to charge them. They will have their day before the system. It is simple like that. So you want to defend them now? All the while you're calling for action. But no, you wanted the head of a certain person, yeah? You wanted the blame to be leveled against our beloved Prime Minister. You didn't get that. So you're not pleased. But when Keith Mitchell was in power and all what took place that occurred under his watch as Minister of National Security, you never call for his head. You never say that he's ultimately responsible for X, Y, and Z. No, because you were on that side of the fence, right? I am saying again, our beloved Prime Minister could do nothing good for these people, nothing good for them to come out and acknowledge that this administration is doing a damn good job. He could do nothing good. Look, there are some people in Grenada, right? The NDC would regularize, make them permanent. Because, you know, NNP did not regularize them. NNP was giving them contracts or making them act as though they were in Hollywood. As though they were in Hollywood. So they could regularize them, make them permanent. They get a letter saying that they're permanent. They would go to the credit union, they would go to the bank, get a loan, buy a piece of land, build a house, or buy a car, and they would still remain NNP. The NNP is a mindset, you know. The NDC paid pension to some of them, NNP, public servants, paid them pension. They retire, they did not get 1 cent from the NNP. Not 1 damn cent from the NNP for all the years. NDC came in power, paid them their pension and their gratuity. So they have money. They're happy. They repaired their homes. They put away something in the cold room for hard times. And every month they get in the kakada, the big gratuity. Sorry, the big pension. But still, they remain NNP. Yes. I know of some of them. There are some of them who were catching their nenen to send their children to TAMCC. NDC came and announced free tuition. So they don't have to do all kind of thing to get the $810. And when I talk about all kind of thing, I know what all kind of thing they used to do to get that $810. Right? It's free. Free. $810, you know, per year. And the children or child would go to TAMCC for 2 years or 3. They don't have to pay that. But it's still NNP. They have children in the school getting the free hot meal every day that the NDC put in place. They're still NNP. Then changing, some of them getting free bathroom and toilet. They used to mess in pit latrine under the NNP, you know. NNP had them messing in pit latrine. They're getting a free bathroom and toilet, indoor bathroom and toilet with running water. They still remain in NNP. And their children too. Some of them on government lands for donkey years. NNP never gave them title and deed for it to regularize them and make them have something to pass on to the next generation. NDC doing it, you know. They're getting all that and they're still NNP. They're still NNP. Some of them getting promoted within the system when they were in positions for donkey years. Right? There are some teachers, you know, in TAMCC who got all the increases, all the money, all the payouts. Their faculty, right, who got all the benefits and so on. They're still NNP, some of them. Still NNP. When NDC came into power, they didn't make those maintenance workers who cut in bush and maintaining certain place go. They didn't send them home. Under NNP, they send every damn body home. Everybody, they just send them home. NDC never send them home. But some of them still NNP. Some of them who pitching the road, the asphalt, pitching and so on. The NDC could have removed them. They didn't do that. They left them to do their work. They're still NNP. They're still NNP. Some of their children getting scholarships and opportunities. On the NNP, they didn't get it, you know. NDC based on merit and so on, they got it. They're still bad for NNP. Some of them getting material assistance and all kind of assistance. Still, some of them, when NNP was in power, NNP victimized you understand? They tell they got all kind of bad treatment. NDC come into power. They get promoted or they placed in some job or something. They still NNP. There could be nothing to please these people. They get concrete road. Some of them still bad for NNP. Concrete drain, assistance on the farm, training, all kind of stuff. When election time comes around, the devil still coming back in them and they're going to vote for NNP. They ain't like good. A lot of them ain't like good. Nothing could be done to please some of them. Nothing. They still NNP. And the mere fact that NNP, that the Keith Mitchell-led administration did all those bad things in the last, before the election, that 10 years before the election, excuse me, from 2013 to 2022, almost 10 years, the mere fact that NNP did all those bad things to workers, right, to public officers, to the unions and some of the union leaders, NNP treat all you like dogs. Some of the retirees, they treat all you like nothing, like trash. I'm telling you. Some of the police officers, all you all will not get no fringe benefits and all the increases and all you have to match in the damn street for it for 1% and 1.5%. All you have to march in the streets to demand it and fight for it, and you still will not get in it. Face the facts. Some of the Imani trainees now who getting $1,200, you all will not getting that under NNP. All you say the NNP like all you. The NNP never increase all your money to that. Some of those workers, security officers, and some of the officers, and so on. The NNP never addressed the minimum wage in the country so they could get a better salary. Never. But still, somehow you're still voting for them. And the mere fact that they got 28,000 people to vote for them, after all of them abuse and all them bad treatment, it says a lot. It speaks volumes. They can't please all you. They're trying, but they can't please all you. All you to damn bad-minded and wicked. Some of all you. Not all, some. More you get is more you get to dislike them. All you vex, all you angry about everything. They bending over backwards to help all you in many different ways. I could list it. I could give you a litany. I could chronologically, I could just put it on the table. But yet for all, they could do nothing to please you all. A lot of all you out there. And all you listening to me, all you know, look at the media workers. Huh? They include you all in the minimum wage order. You all were getting pittance, nothing. Some of those media houses were treating all you like dogs. You all were getting nothing. They increased that. The NDC repeal the criminal libel because some of all you could have gone in jail for writing and printing certain things. But yet for all you ungrateful like what? Are you still loyal to NNP? Are you still loyal to them? More you get bad treatment. Yeah, one of them, they chuck her down, they push her down. One chuck, they box out the iPad and all kind of thing. And we could go on and on and on and on with a lot of them. But still for all. But that is the nature of some of these people. I know them, you know. I dealt with these people, and I know them, you know. The only how they're going to respect you if they fear you. Let me repeat. The only how them NNP in this country here going to respect you is if they fear you. You hear me? That is why some of them, they can't mix with me. They fear me, they afraid me. They afraid Kem Jones. They afraid Kem Jones. They could do what they want, they afraid me. That's the only how they will respect you. They have to fear you. And that is why under NNP, they had feared the top to the bottom, all the ministers, and they fear them, they afraid them. You have to make them respect you by fearing you. When they see your presence, they're doing stupidness, they need to start doing the right thing. Because don't believe that some of these people are going to come and vote for you and support you. More you give them is more they take and more they turn around and they're going to the different meetings still and doing all kind of nastiness. They ain't good. I know that personally. I know both parties. I know the NNP. I know the NDC. I know both parties and I know them well. I don't forget faces. I don't forget voices. I know them. I was at a senior level within the NNP, the youngest, but senior level. When I was there, I was not like this people calling on radio and backing and stupidness and they're no way. I was senior within that whole rank. Right? The youngest, but the most senior among them in rank and in position. I know them. I dealt with these people. I know them. You can't please them. It's like the NNP supporters, huh? They're like somebody you pick up on the street, you scrub the heel, you take out the dog muscles in the foot or the hula hoop, you give them a nice, makeover, their teeth, their odor, their scent, their clothes, everything. You send them back to school. Maybe they complete college and everything else. You give them a place to stay. And still for all, they're going back to the nasty, dirty, bad ways. Because that jumbie they in them, that bad conduct, they would go back to do the nastiness. You can't take it out of them. It's ingrained. They're grafted that way. They were built that way. That's them. It's hard to tame them, contain them, control them, to fix them. You can't fix that. No matter what. You can't. You could do nothing to please these bunch. You can't do anything to please them. You're wasting your time to please them. Work on your people, that 25,000, and work on those in the middle. Because those in the middle voted for you overwhelmingly in the last election. And don't worry, some of those idiots, political idiots, who will say, well, some NNP people vote for you, and you're joking. The NDC resurrected the NDCs who were not willing to go out and vote. The NDC resurrected the NDC. Those who were dormant, those who were not going out there and vote. It's simple. So you had your base who were energized and excited. And they go out there and they voted overwhelmingly. And you had those in the middle who just love what was being put forward. But there were no NNP. The majority of them were no NNP. No. You might have a 1% or 2% who went out and vote. But the majority were no NNP. NNP what? The minute time them NNP supporters go in that polling station and they see the house, it's like the jumbie take some of them. Don't worry them. And so they could lie. And they're lying because they want position, they want rank, they want assistance here, they want this, they want that. They're not damn good. They're the same way. The same way. The minute time they go in that polling station and they see the house, the devil coming back in them, the jumbie coming back in them, and they going back and they vote for the same old nasty thing. The mere fact that 28,000 people or so still go and vote for that piece of nasty thing. He could tell you don't need to be a genius politically. There's some of them NDC, what they call them, strategists and experts. Experts what? Who come in and say, well, them NNP vote. Vote for what? For who? When? Which part? What's wrong with all you? The next election, our people are going to go out and vote, our base, those in the middle, and we're going to get great many people from the diaspora who wants to see this transformation agenda succeeds, to vote overwhelmingly to keep the NDC in power with more seats. Take it from me. Them NNP and them, they can't change. They're not going to change. No matter what you do for them. No matter what you do for them. They would remain NNP. It's what it is. So don't try to appease them and please them, and you're joking or what? They're taking everything and they still going and vote for NNP and they still sabotaging you. When election time come, when stupid season come around, you see how they get in now? Wait for when stupid season come around. You have some of them who face now all over and people sharing their face because there's some public servant and they're speaking on this and speaking on that. Damn NNP. They're NNP. They couldn't perform like that under NNP. But now they want to be prominent. They want to be heard and seen. Yeah. As I'm watching them, you know. They vocal now. Don't worry them. NNP. They're in GIS. They're in the different ministries as PRO and so on, some of them. NNP. They're just pretensive, plain thing, passing all kind of documents to the opposition forces, leaking all kind of information to undermine the NDC. A lot of them, they're PRO in ministries, they work in GIS, they work in different departments and so on. NNP, that can come out of them. That ingrained in them. It's a mentality. So you can please them. There is nothing you can do to please them. So that is why I love our beloved Prime Minister. He's smart. The man focus. He's not doing anything on their timing. And come out and speak on this and come out and speak on that. No. Don't worry them. Because he knows these people are not going to vote for him. No matter what he does. No matter what. They could get road. They could get house material. They could get scholarship. They could get free meal, free tuition, pension, gratuity, proper health care, health center fix, community center fix, pasture fix. No matter what, they still remain in NNP. That can't change. I know who calling me there. Who's that person who calling me there? Hello?
Terry.
Hello?
Terry on the line.
Yeah, Terry. Hello? On the line, Terry. I don't take no call now, my brother. Take good care. Have a wonderful day. All right, we go talk when we see.
Yeah.
All right. Now I ain't taking no call now, Terry. My good partner. Terry, you're my boy. And then you have some NDC supporters. Right? So besides the NNP can't change, there's some NDC supporters who they over greedy. They're excited so much and they're greedy. They want all. So don't believe that you're escaping, you know. There are a lot of NDC supporters who want all. They want the whole hog. They're greedy. They glut. They can't satisfy. Your party in power, NDC won the election, but you want all for yourself. You're too damn greedy. Stop it. There are a lot of you out there and you know who I'm talking to. You want for your whole family. You want all. You want the whole hog. You want work here. You want promotion there. Your promotion, you want. Some of you are not even qualified for it. Some of you are not even working harder to get it. But you want it. And if you don't get it, you're big, you're bad, you're calling like crazy. Sometimes when they call it, just say, okay. All right. All right, okay. Because when you go and you check their appraisal and their sheet and they're always late, they're always sick, they're always not there. They can't make a good contribution to nothing. Yeah, a lot of them, they're greedy. And it's a rat race. If they see another NDC get a little promotional opportunity, they say to bad tag that one and bad tag that one. Stop all your stupidness. Remain focused. Understand what's going on here. NDC will be in power for a long time, you know. But you want all now, as though you're running away. All the time you're under NNP, they treat you like nothing for a good 20-something years. You ain't get ta. But now, you want all in 1 year, all in 2 years, all in 3 years. Change all your bad ways. It's a rat race. All you want is kind of crab in a barrel mentality. Grabby. Stop it. Don't do like them NNP supporters. That's how the NNP and them used to behave. Don't do like them. And I'm saying this, when NDC was in power between 2008 2013, that was the same way some of those NDC used to act, you know. They're just greedy. They want all the contract, all of this, all of that. If they bid and then get you for a project, they're mad, they're crazy. The son, the daughter, and get this, they're mad, they're crazy. Because your party in power and you believe that, you know, you should get all. And then you just sit there and say, but wait, some of these damn people, and where they were? Where you all were? Huh? Where you were? because you open your mouth and say something. When you were fighting the battle, there are people who spend hundreds of thousands of dollars towards getting this government change, the previous administration, to get them out. Change. They didn't go on the battlefield and speak to this person and persuade that person and get them to vote. No. No. They spend money, they invest money, they do things, they speak to, they use the phone, they campaign, they were not open, doing certain things, but they did their work. So because you were there in the field doing certain things, and some of all you went in the field and it was a waste of time. You all were not valuable in the field. Some of you all were liabilities. Some of you are liabilities, not an asset to those in the field. So don't believe that you do something and you need to be rewarded. I give you a typical example. In the constituencies you have drivers and a little vehicle assigned to some of those constituencies to do work and so on, right? And because one person helped with a PA system going around once or twice or three times, that person believes that they should get the driving work, although they work in, and they do other things. It's just the greed, the glut, and then because another person gets it, well, they vex and they're angry. It's just stupid. Remain focused. This mission is bigger than just you getting, grabbing. Stop it. That is why when some talk about some girl who used to be there and she talk a lot on social media, and she come on Youth for Change platform and she talk. So what? What she talk for? She had an intention to get something? What's wrong with you people? Huh? What's wrong with you? She talk and she talk stupidness. The among the people who talk, then fighting for anything. So you're going to this thing to get something, and you want something, and you want something. Stop all your damn stupidness. And about she was out there and she talking on social media. And look at her, look at what she is now. Some of them were never genuine. Look at what she is now. You think even if you and your party have a little thing, you think you're the one bad mouth them so? And run mouth and say all that and join the other forces to undermine them and say all kind of thing? You were never genuine in the first case. You were never sincere. You were there for yourself. You were there maybe to sell books, to get your book sell, and to, because you were nowhere in the scheme of things. Nowhere. We lifted you and bring you up there to bring you at that level. Some people say, well, thanks to her and thanks to what? Huh? Sometimes she didn't even go out and vote for the NDC candidate in that constituency. And I know what I'm saying. Don't think I know what I'm saying. I am saying to you, sometimes all you need to think. Not because you go on your platform and you're blah, 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 what? Give me a break. What you going there for? What you going there for? For something? To talk? You talk on a platform and you're going there for something. You want something out of it. What you want out of it? Huh? What you want out of it? You're going there with the intention of getting something. Then you never went there genuinely and sincerely. Come on. I don't care if you like it or you don't like that. You hear me? If you there on the live and who say you don't like and you stop it, Kem, I don't care what you don't like. Remember, when I'm on this program, I don't try to appease your emotion and your like and what you like and you don't dislike. That's your business. Who cares? At the end of the day, when I speak here, I speak facts, the truth, the reality. Deal with it. I am saying at the end of the day, you are in this a Grenada. Carrick PT Martin, not for yourself. If Grenada benefits, everybody will benefit. You are too personal. You want it for yourself and you want it for yourself and you want it for you and your family. So what? Nonsense. Rubbish. So I talk about the NNP and I talk about your effects. Deal with it. Some of you people you want for yourself and you want all the contract and all the this and all the that and everything like giving you grab. Give me a damn break. Are you too greedy? Stop it. Stop it. Let's work for country. Let's work to develop this place. We know them NNP and them. We know that they're not going to change, but you go change. You go switch. Huh? You go on the other side and you blah blah in your mouth every day and blah blah. I like her and I like that. Yeah, damn break. Like what? If you are progressive, if you are focused, if you believe in Grenada and you want good for Grenada, you can never be on any platform condemning this government, talking bad about this government, criticizing our beloved prime minister, and saying all kind of nasty things. You can never genuinely love this country and want this country to go forward. Boy. Never, if you're doing that. No matter what. Too much of good things happening in this place. Too much of good things happened in the last 20 months that's transforming lives and people. You like what? There are a lot of people who go on platform and talk. All of them need to get something. All of them need to be in this walk and that walk. Huh? Find yourself, find your way, do certain things. Become independent of the system. Look at me, I could speak on issues because for me, I was never in this thing for something. And I want a job and I want this and I want that. Or else I would have never been out here doing this. I was offered a job when I left NADMA. I could have been island hopping, doing my stuff. I'm a leader in my field. I'm an innovator. I'm a creator. I could have been island hopping. And you could speak to my boss, my former boss. He will tell you every conference within the region, they wanted me to be there to speak, to talk about the best practices, the lessons learned about the initiative, and how it can be replicated in their country and make and create the impact where you can spice up disaster management, right? Bring some youthfulness in it. Because, disaster management is kind of old thing, stale thing, don't want to hear it, don't want to, brought the vibes and the energy in the thing. They wanted to replicate it in the different islands. Every conference, from Trinidad to Jamaica, to BVI, to Barbados, to every conference. They wanted to hear it. I was offered. I could have gone, but I decided to stay back and volunteer my time and service. I have been out here almost 10 years. There are some people, they get a little blind to go on a platform for 3 months and 4 months, and they believe that they deserve to be the queen of some diplomatic corps or some big post in some ministry of foreign affairs or some ministry of... What's wrong with you all? I have been out here for the last 10 years and I never go and fight for anything. I never say I am entitled to this, I want this, and this should be mine, or this should be... No. I am here for country. I am here for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit-Martinique. That's what I'm here for. I want Grenada to improve and better. I want Grenada to be better. Because I want my children and children to be in a better Grenada, a better place. It's what it is. I'm simply saying to you, it is clear-cut. Clear. We must be in this for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit-Martinique. I know of people who give thousands and thousands of dollars just to see the NNP administration removed from power. But you could talk, but without the cash, just like in the United States and all around the world, to run a campaign, you need money, cash. It's not just going in a mic and yap. I told friends, I remember when I started Youth for Change, I was in communication with one Mr. Ned. You know who you are, right? You're out there. And the thought came to me to start Youth for Change. Young people, Youth for Change. And I was able to call certain people. Keith, you know who you are, not Keith Mitchell, Keith. I ain't calling your last name. Keith, you know who you are. I called this gentleman. I said, I need some materials to build a stage. Excuse me. A stage. He gave me all the material, costing about $4,000. The 2x6, the everything. You hear me? And I built that stage. I can't remember who assisted me to build the stage, but I actually built it. The 6 pieces. We started off with 4 pieces, then we did 6 pieces because we had more people. And I was able to get the tripod, the iPhone, and all these different things, right? Get the resources required, because to do these meetings, it required money. And I was the person getting that together. None of the other people. They were not responsible for asking for anything. But I led from the front, as per usual. Pull them together, say, hey, we're going out there and articulate. And they can attest to that. I brought them out from time to time to dinner, to breakfast, just to keep the core together. And I would spend. They don't know where the money was coming from. But we were good. Transportation to and from. Truck to bring the stuff, to bring it back. I handle all of that. Money. Right? The DJ system, selector beast, same thing. Handle all of that. Everything like that. Flowers, deco, everything. The location, the permission, the this, everything like that. Transportation to get them back home in some instances who don't have vehicle, everything like that. It was never an issue. And then I told them, I said, no one in this group is bigger than anyone in this group. And if I am not there, the meeting should still go on. And no one will become the Don in the group. And I remember vividly, sometimes you could red flag certain things. Coming to the last couple meetings of Youth for Change, right? A particular individual decided not to show up because that individual thought that, it was all about me, all about that person, and how they look, and people want to hear them, and they were, yeah. But all the meetings continued with the same level of viewership and support. And that could tell you it's not about an individual or a person. And the others could attest to that. And then when we started to engage key people in society, because I had to move from not just having the meetings, but having key people in society engaged, bringing them to dinner and engaging them, meeting with them. Again, resources. But I didn't make any fuss. No. For what? You're joking? Election time, I pull resources together, get buses, they put that, they transport, all kind of. I didn't make no fuss about that. When I did protest action, marching, demonstration, I didn't make it. When nobody was around, I mobilized people. Remember the first protest action? And they said, look at Kem Jones with who blind and who this and who that, all these different people, and mobilize them. Buses upon buses. Fearlessly. This thing don't come overnight. No. And so many other things. The Hamper Initiative. Houses got burned. We quickly responded. So quite a number of things we did over a period of time. So this thing is not just 8 months or 2 months and you're on a platform and you're talking and you believe that you did everything and because of you NDC win. Not even because of Kem Jones and NDC won the election. No. I had a part to play. But you believe I go, that would never. No, and I'm not the person who look for self-praise. No. When NDC lost in 2013, right? A lot of people went and hide. You don't see some of these people. You're joking or what? Where they went and hide. But I came out. Yes. I went in 2018. More leaks, more blows. Well, now stuff. They said Kem Johnson. I never bend, I never duck, I never. No, I continued and I intensified because I know it's a journey. It takes time, right? And I started to strategize and do certain things. Recruit people, pull people together, treat people better, and a number of things. Because I knew it was long-term, no short-term thing. I had to go and engage some of the stalwarts of the party, who decided they're not going to give up and they're going to run again. And I say, pull you. I say, if you ain't want to get out of the way, I go push you out of the way, Ask some of them. Ask some of them today who have big positions, right? Who's ambassador this, who is senior this, who is minister. Some of them even minister thing too. Senator appointed, Ask some of them. When I, Kem Jones, go to them and I say, hey, let us have a drink and let me tell you this. Get your tailpiece in order and step out. I said, the most honorable, well, at the time, Deacon Mitchell and his team, I said, they will change things. They're going to win the election for us. I said, when they win, you go get work, you go get big work. So I ain't looking for nothing. Look at Cam Jones today. I'm testimony of that. I ain't going front up. I ain't want no big work. I ain't want no simple guy. I said, get your and if you ain't get out, I go chuck you out. We go push you out. You remember? They said Cam Jones want leadership and Cam Jones this and he fighting that one. And hello. I could tell you that this thing was not easy. But I ain't going front and you matter what. No. Ask them. Go and speak to them. Some of them, I meet one in a funeral. I say, boy, you're so damn stupid. Huh? Why don't help the woman? Help the woman, she go win. He could tell you that today, big thing and this and that. And say, calm down, calm yourself down. You can't win because the people ain't want all you know. Back off, or you get enough chance, or you try, and you understand? Stay in a corner and relax, or you get a little walk on thing. That's how it is. But never go on front and fight, and you want all, and you want all the walk, and you look at me. I go and watch me. There are events during the independence time. During the independence, there are a lot of events and so on. There were occasions, and I want to be real with you, where I was invited, to come in as VIP. And there were occasions when I was not invited in the earlier stage, right? They never saw me as important to invite me to any VIP this and VIP that. But ask them. I am not the type of person who like to go to VIP and be up there and drink. No. Ask people about me. I like to be on the ground with the ordinary people. Ask them. But there are moments when there are events and activities and they would invite the clique, invite who is VIP and who's special invited, this and not me. I go ordinary. I remember I was in the stadium, Independence Day, right? And I saw some senior police officers. They saw some senior police officers in certain places, and they take them and they bring them close to the VIPs, And I thought that was really good. I commended them, right? I applauded them. You're a superintendent of police, the parade going on. So they took them and they bring them there. It was really nice, right? But here it is. 2 persons pass and they say, well, Cam Jones, what are you doing here? Because, I was among the people ordinary. They say, well, I thought they would have invited you to. I say, who, me? I said, that don't move me. That didn't move me at all. And there were other occasions where you have events and so on. And I'm ordinary simple, even if I know that boy Cam Jones, you work damn hard, to get some of these people right there. But I don't have no problem with that. I am embracing the same people and we cool. I've seen in other events and activities, they invite invitation to this one, that one, that one, no. I ain't get, but that don't move me. I'm fighting the same fight because I want good for Grenada. I'm not about position and rank and who get this and who cares? Who, me? But here it is. The people know who walk their tailpiece out and so on and so forth. You think they know? They know. So I am saying tactically, it is so important that you understand it's about Grenada. It's about Grenada. We want good for Grenada. This place, I want good for this place. The reason why I'm standing up, watch me, morning and night for this government and our beloved Prime Minister, because I believe that they will do good for Grenada, CARICOM, Petit Martinique. It's a good bunch of people, a good team. They're genuine, they're sincere about this place. They want good for this place, this Grenada. And that is what we must have in us. We want good for Grenada. There are people that watch me. There are people who are never, ever involved in politics. They don't want to hear nothing about politics. In the diaspora and here. But over a period of time, they became so involved and they love the thing. They want good for Grenada. They see Grenada going on the right path. They're mobilizing resources. Their family members, they're deep just for Grenada's sake. They want Grenada to develop, to transform, to improve. I'm telling you this. There are people who tell me every day, they say, Cam, just boy, I was never involved. I never liked that thing, But right now, Man, they watch they standing up anywhere and defend Grenada, carry compete Matnik, and our beloved Prime Minister and the team, because they believe that they're on the right track and they want them to succeed. Because if they succeed, then Grenada succeeds. Don't fool yourself. This thing is not happening by accident. It's not. So I am saying it shouldn't be what you could get, or what you could grab, or what you could take. It should be about Grenada, right? Let's develop Grenada. Let's better Grenada. Let's enhance Grenada. Let's make it better, no, man, for all of us, for our children and children. And anybody who will go on any platform anyway and talk bad about this government and about our beloved Prime Minister and about the direction this country is going, they can never, ever be progressive. They can never be progressive. They can never be thinking about the betterment and the transformation of this country. I'm telling you, I don't want to be close to these people here. No, no matter what. Grenada deserves what we have today. The most honorable Deacon Mitchell and the NDC team. I'm telling you, they're a blessing to this country. Grenada is on the right path. But we have to be focused on the bigger objective. It's not about you and what you could get and what you could grab, what you could take. And don't worry about them NNP and them. You can't change them easily. There are some young ones who might change, right? When they see certain things. There are some young ones who might change. But I'm telling you, those that been already, you can't change them. You go try. It go be tough. Very, very tough. You can't change them. No. Way, you could say what you want to see. You can't change them. And don't waste your time there. Focus on your base. Focus on the people in the middle. And focus on the people in the diaspora who will cause us to have more seats come the next election. But we're focusing on Grenada, Carriacou, Petit Martinique. But we are more strategically focused on our base. Because once we keep our base, keep the people in the middle because they're pleased with what's happening, and those in the diaspora because they're registering in record numbers. If you keep them and you work together, man, watch. NDC will be there for a long, long, long time. A long time in power in this country. Because they're on the right track. They're doing good. They're helping the people of this country. They want good for the people. And I'm saying to you, when I speak on this program, I am not here to appease you and to make you feel good or to make you feel bad. However you feel, that's your business. I have been at this for the last 9 years and almost, well, May the 15th will make me 10 years in this. And I have been more tough on programs in the past and straight on programs in the past. And firm, I have transformed. I'm changed. Right? I'm softer now. But I'm saying sometimes programs like these will wake us up, will cause us to think. I still believe in the 48 laws of power. I understand this thing to a T. Don't tell me that you're my friend, right? And you coming, you eating, you're drinking, you're liming, but a party that I support, that feeding you, taking care of you, you ain't like them. You going on programs and bad talk them. You going in forums and bad talk them. You eating, you're drinking out of it. You're joking or what? Huh? You're joking? Don't tell me that at the end of the day, your enemy, you want to, nah, your enemy will mash you up. Can't try to make your enemy like you. That enemy will still remain enemy. They will take your things, but they will still be your enemy. Politically, you're joking. You're making a mistake. It's different. Yeah, it's different. You still have to understand how to keep power. Once you get it, you have to understand how to keep it in. There are a lot of people who want to do what I am doing here, who want to have the network, that I have and the kind of reach and connection and so on that I have, But I am not letting them have it. I'm keeping it. Keep that. You don't joke with that. There are few people around my setting, certain people around me, I don't want them around me. You're joking or what? There's some people I don't tell things, period. Some people I tell things because I want to tell them so they could bring to certain people. Tactical, strategic. This thing is different. I will crush my enemy to make sure that at the end of the day that I'm still standing. That's what it is. If I go and play nice with them, they'll crush me. And they will not just crush me, They crushing my siblings, my seed, the roots, all my roots. They're killing all that. They're destroying all that. Because they don't just want me. They want my offspring. They want anything that I have, anything that connected to me, they're crushing all that. No matter what. You're joking? You have 20 different people in talk radio in Grenada, You have Humpton radio stations, TV stations, all kind of media, this and media, that. All of them want to be dominant. All of them want to be powerful and influential. You think I don't know that? Same thing in the politics. You think the NMP don't want to come back in power? They want to come back in power? Yes, they want to be in charge. They want to have. You think I don't know that? You think I will allow them to get that chance? You're joking. Excuse me, folks. Think that way. Think that way. That next person want your job. They want your position. They want what you have. They want everything. There are some folks who play in friend and they come in and they grinning. And I'm watching them and I say, you friend? I say, you're not my friend. I won't tell them that. Say, you're not my friend. Say, you believe you're not my friend. I said, if I get a chance, I'm crushing you. That's what it is. Friend. And they come in and pose the NDC now and NDC this. NDC what? Who you NDC? You joking who Kem Jones? I out here long enough to know about the politics and how things operate. You my friend now? Since when? There were people who were afraid when I was out there during 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. When I was out there fighting that fight, they were afraid to be seen with me, to be heard, to be so anywhere. They're afraid. They're playing the game. But now, NDC they want to lime, they want to come around, but Kem Jones is tactical. Tactical, strategic. But that's politics. You have to understand what's going on here. You go and win a piece of lotto. You're getting family that you never knew you had. And friends that never existed. You have to understand all these things and use it to shape you. That's why when I'm on this program, I give you real scenarios and little examples and, you understand the point. I give you little things. Little pointers, little reality and real stuff. Yep. So folks, I'm simply saying it's about Grenada. We want Grenada to move forward. No matter what our beloved Prime Minister do, he will never be able to please the NNP supporters, at least the majority of them. He could do good for them personally. He will never, ever be able to please them. And there's some NDC, they grabby, they want all. Yeah, for them and their family and don't forget that. But if you love Grenada, you should be supportive of this government and this team. I'm not saying that you should agree to everything. But I'm saying to you, if you love your country, having experienced NNP and what they did to this country, and now you're experiencing the NDC under the most honorable Deacon Mitchell, you have to support this team of men and women who believe in this country and who taking Grenada on the right path. You can't tell me otherwise. I told you before, if people within my circle, family and all, tell me that they're not supporting this team. I want to see them. Some people will say, Cam Jones, you're joking. I said, if you're not supporting this team to move forward and to transform this country, you can't come close to me. You matter what? Something have to be wrong with you. Grenada is on the right track, the right course. This country is developing and transforming. Everything will not happen overnight. But you have to support this team. You matter what? You don't see what we come out under. Or you never sit down and or go back and just reflect on what we came out under. That, you're joking. You have to support this team. You have to be on board with this team to make sure that Grenada succeeds and develop. Can't be around me coming and talk. The minute you say that, I say, Say, I don't want get from me, Satan. Run away. I don't want to be around you. No matter what. Which part? I am saying Grenada is on the right track. We don't want to go back to that period under NNP. You're mad. Way. But folks, I want to wish you all the best. Have a wonderful day. Go out there and support your school today. Have fun. Right? Make sure you search the bags of your children before they go and embarrass you at the stadium. Search the bag. Talk to them over and over again. And friends who are around me will tell you, I gave them a joke, which is really a reality. I went to a particular place with a superintendent of police. He passed away many years ago. And a fight broke out with two young persons, 2 or 3 of them. Boy, that man grabbed me, honey. I said, Kem. He said, Kem, let me go. I didn't want them to know I'm a police. He said, let's go. He said, if these young people juke you, stab you, your whole family going back into poverty, because you're the breadwinner of the house. He said, come on, go make a call. He said, let's go. Dash out. He said, I don't want to be a part of this and be around these kind of settings. He gone. We gone. Speed. Say if he big enough, we go sit on the news. But I go make a call. Being responsible. So that they would go and do what they have to do. You don't get yourself involved in that? You're mad. And I live with that in my mind. And I always tell people, if you go certain place and you hear noise, leave. If I go to Lime with anybody and noise break out and you want to go and see, I'm leaving you and go. I'm leaving you there and go. I don't care what you say after. I don't go and serve nobody witness in court for you matter what. I gone later. Bye-bye. Even when I go and socialize, the minute I hear noise, I gone. I want to be a part of that. You go and serve in court, every day you go in the court, wasting time, wasting your... That could have been avoided. You hear me? So I live with that. Tell your children, when they hear noise and so on, run. Leave the compound, leave the place. Go. They go see it on social media if it's that bad. Don't get involved. Don't have weapons and all these different things. It doesn't make sense. Stay away from bullies. Stay away from bad company. Stay away from people who are going to make you smoke, drink, alcohol at a young age and so on. It's going to damage you and get you involved in all kind of bad things. Because you're going to bring shame on the family. You're going to bring shame on the family. That's important. So talk to them, speak to them over and over, search their bags. Because they will take your knife, take your things in your house, in your kitchen, and go with it and embarrass you. You don't want that. You don't want that. You're going to bring shame on your family. Right? So let them go there and enjoy themselves. Have a wonderful time. But when it comes to violence, stay away from that, period. And if you see something, tell a teacher, tell the police, tell somebody. Right? That's important. Very important. So folks, have a wonderful day. Go and support your school. Have clean fun. And I'll be back tonight. Hopefully I'll be back tonight. Right? Because I intend to go to the stadium too. Once I have time. Sometimes this thing go all into the night. Last year, I think GBSS won by Half a point. I think so, It was tense. SAS, the thing was tense. This year, it's shaping up to be a bit tense too. The relays and so on and so forth. It ain't easy, right?